Hello and welcome to Breaking News, a recap. All of today's news from yesteryear. I'm Wesley Newfarmer, and I'm joined as always by the hardest working gal in newscasting. You can tell because it shows so terribly on her face, Jessica Pratt.
Wesley, I'm sure the viewers at home would rather see my tired, hard-working face than smell the breath of a man who had 3 martinis for lunch.
Oh, Jessica, please. It was 4. And now for the news. After 10 years and 6 children together, Angelina Jolie has filed for divorce from Brad Pitt. It seems everyone is taking the news hard, but none more so than Taylor Swift, who has just announced that she's releasing an album to cope with her grief. Oh. This just in, it seems Taylor Swift has been seen around town with her new beau, Brad Pitt. I think I speak for the entire newsroom when I say, well played, T-Swizzle, well played.
Vodafone Australia suffered a nationwide outage this week, leaving thousands without mobile and internet. Those hardest hit were the emergency services, financial institutions, and those who claim they were within meters of capturing a Pikachu. Vodafone promises to compensate customers with a month of free coverage or their choice of a Charmander or Bulbasaur.
Trying to capitalize on the hugely successful Google Glass, Snapchat has announced they're launching sunglasses with a built-in camera. Some question the usefulness of the glasses, as most millennials will spend more time with them off taking selfies rather than on their face doing what the glasses are designed to do, stalking.
The state of Victoria is imposing jail time for mooning in public. The act of pulling down your pants and showing your behind can now fetch anywhere between 2 to 6 months in prison, which is kind of ironic because the last place you would want to go around exposing your bare ass would be in prison.
At the first U.S. presidential debate, Donald Trump showed up completely unprepared and interrupted Hillary Clinton a total of 51 times.
Wow, imagine that, Wesley. A man coming to work unprepared and interrupting...
Excuse me, Jess, I wasn't finished. The election is November 8th. Please remember to vote.
Ooh, okay. This weekend is huge in Australian sports as both the Australian Rules Football and the National Rugby League have their grand finals. Because our editing team refuses to work on weekends, here's Kirin Hilliar with all the possible results.
The AFL Grand Final saw the Western Bulldogs win their first premiership in 55 years. That is, of course, unless the Sydney Swans won, giving them their second win in 5 years. The Melbourne Storm took out the NRL Premiership to win their 3rd title. However, if the Cronulla Sharks won, it was an historic first premiership for them and their long-suffering fans. What a huge week it was in football. Back to you, Jessica and Wesley.
Thank you, Kirin. And don't you look splendid today?
Oh, wow. Thanks, Wesley.
You remind me a lot of my first wife.
Who remarkably looks a lot like your 3rd wife, whom you're still married to.
Potatoes, tomatoes.
It's potatoes, but I don't actually care. And now it's time for the weather.
All over the Northern Hemisphere, it's now officially the season for pumpkin spice lattes.
While in the Southern Hemisphere, you would think it was the season to be jolly, but no, retailers, that's still a whole 3 months away. Put the Christmas decorations back in the store cupboard and walk away slowly. However, in the Middle East, it's still hot. How hot? Hotter than a regional fire station's fundraising calendar.
Wow, that's sexist. We like to hold ourselves to a higher standard here at Breaking News, Jessica.
Are you serious? Every week I sit here and...
Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you liked our show, please share amongst your friends. If you didn't, maybe this will help.
I was expecting a very important spell in the mail from my teacher, Professor Emilius Brown. And it hasn't come.
What's that got to do with my knob?
Until then, I'm Wesley Newfarmer.
And I'm Jessica Pratt. Tune in next week to see more breaking news a few days after it actually happens.